Hello, and this is for Usability, Experience, and Design. This is Learning Plan 1, Project 7. This is my prototype for the Bull Falls Brewery website. I have some scenarios here. My first scenario is, well, first of all, let me describe the home page. What I have here is the home page. I have my navigation list across the top. My goal is to keep this page fairly simple. There will be minimum scrolling in this page. It should mostly just be on display. I have it kind of broken down from the navigation into 4 different sections, and they are clickable. On the left top here, I have talking about the Bull Falls Beer Garden. It is kind of a staple of Bull Falls, and all the events are held in the beer garden. Coming over to the right, I have a video and a link to our Facebook. Bull Falls posts a lot of videos describing certain specialty beers coming up, and they were done by the brewmaster, so that would be a video here that would be watchable right from this box. And coming back down to the left, we have events, and people can click here and that will take them to the events page. I would just like to point out that there is no events up at the top. This would strictly be, events would strictly be accessible from the home page. And then over to the right on the bottom, I have, this is where I would showcase awards that Bull Falls has obtained for their beer, and for anyone who is curious or coming into the website, maybe that would draw them in. My first scenario is the user wants to see what events are happening in April, so they'd come to the home page, and if that was their goal, they would see the events right. They wouldn't have to scroll. So they click on events, and that would take them to the events page. So I have it broken down on a navigation list on the side. I have events happening today and this weekend, and view all. They could view all, and that would show all the events going on within, well planned for the year so far. So if we were to click on Jazz at the Bull, that would take you to another page. And this would describe Jazz at the Bull. There would be a picture here to reinforce experience. There'd be the date of the event and the time, and also the location, as well as a description of the event. Second scenario would be someone is out of town and likes the beer and wants to find out where they can buy it outside of Bull Falls. Then this can be done from this page, or if we go back to the home page, it's all the same from the navigation list. They would go, so they could go to the beer finder. This would take them to where all of our locations of Bull Falls is housed outside of Bull Falls. I have a search bar up here if they have a specific place in mind and just maybe need the address or the link. Otherwise, I have an alpha split here that's linked to both I guess you could call them search or bars. I have each one has a scroll bar on the side. But if you were to click on, for example, the letter H, that would take you to all of the locations that start with H on both scroll bars. I also have, like I said before, the scroll bar, so you can look to see what's going on. I have the address for each place and then a link to each website, as well as a Google map. So if you were to click on it, it would take you where it is located. For our third scenario, we have a user doesn't want to embarrass themselves. Maybe they're not familiar with Bull Falls, so they would like to order a little bit, or not order, but find out kind of what the beers are and what they're kind of like beforehand. So we could go to our brews, And that would take you to the brews page, which, excuse me, here. And this page showcases all the beers in boxes. Here I have, if you would run your mouse over it, it would light up. So for example, we're going to click on Holtacker. That would take you to the description of Holtacker. I would have a picture on the side. This would be kind of a navigation almost. So we'd have the profile of Holtacker, and that's where we're on. So you'd have the ingredients, and this would be describing the alcohol content and so forth. We have the glass it would be best enjoyed in, the aromas and the taste and the finish the type of beer has. I also have food pairing, which you'd be able to click on, and it would show you the best food choices and awards that beer has won. And I do have 5 scenarios, so we got 2 more to go. It's a user's brother's birthday, and in 2 weeks they want to get something special from both falls. So we're going to navigate to the apparel page, and that is in here somewhere. There's the apparel. Here we are. We're stuck. So we're at the apparel. I do have another navigation that breaks it down to women's and men's, and then we have glassware and novelty. Just in the beginning here, I do have new items showcased, and this would be a sliding. And then we have a most popular, which would also be sliding. Lastly, someone would like to see what time the brewery opens. So I would have that at the very top. There would be the address of Bow Falls right in the corner. We have the phone number, and the hours then would be listed there. And that would be my wireframe prototype of the Bow Falls Brewery website. Thank you.